right, welcome back. This is Higher Energy, and this is your weekly reading, Aries, for the week of May 12th through May 18th. And we're going to start with the Angel Wisdom Tarot. And let's see what they have for you for this week of May 12th through the 18th. We're going to see what they have to say for you. All right. Okay, so far we have, and as usual, all readings are read upright and intuitively, and no reversals. All right, we have the 10 of Wands, we have the Empress. All right, 10 of Wands and the Empress. We also have the 2 of Wands, interesting. Okay, and everything I said about Wands energy is all about building. Oh, that's too many. Start that over again. Okay, here we go. We have the 10 of Swords. Okay. We have the Page of Swords. We have the 8 of Wands. So like I said, you're getting a lot of Wands energy. All right, we have the 6 of Cups. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have one more. And then we have the card that says Ego. All right. How about that? We have the card of Ego. Now, first card we have coming up. It says 10 of Wands. Working too hard or too many hours. The need for balance in life. Let others help you. Health problems due to stress. All right. To my Aries, starting off, it's already telling you, look, we know you work hard. We know you are diligent in what you are doing. Now, we're not saying just don't do anything, but what the cards and what Spirit is telling you is that don't overdo it, okay? There is nothing great about stress. Trust me, I know personally, nothing good comes from stress. I am what you call, even though I do tarot and things of that, I am a stressed individual. A lot of life situations have been going on, and it's just very stressful times. 2025 and 2024 was very stressful. Okay, so I do not second guess how you feel about stress, but it's telling you that if you do too much at one point in time, too much too fast, it can cause you to just like, what's the good word I'm looking for? Spaz. Okay, but it's saying please ask for help if you need help. If you feel like too much is going on, ask for help. And that's when it comes into the Empress. Okay, it says take time, like it says, with your wands, because I told you wands is all about building. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. So it's telling you, hey, look, we know you are in the 10 of Wands energy. You want to work. Yes, your work will cause you and have you get abundance and prosperity, but don't overdo it. And then it says here, for 2 of Wands, taking the next steps, bold and ambitious choices, partnering with others who share your dreams, expanding your plans, and continue to move forward. So it's telling you, yeah, you're in the right path. You are doing it right. Okay, but it's also telling you, hey, Aries, don't overdo it. Okay, now you may say, hey, that's a contradiction. That's why it tells you balance. Okay, you got to balance. All right, because you, like I told you, you do too much too fast, and then don't get help, and then you stress yourself out, and then what happens? All the choices and decisions that you make will all turn upside down. And that's what it has here with the 10 of Swords. The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness. A weight off your shoulders that end in the end of an addiction. A melodramatic reaction. 10 of Swords is all about, look, I've got to, for you, Aries, for the week, it says the end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. Look in here with your 10 of Wands, and then you have the 10 of Swords. Like I told you, if you don't relax, okay, I say this could be your reaction because it's just so much that you is wig and spaz. You don't want to be in the 10 of Swords energy because you are in the right path, Aries. Okay? You don't want to walk away from what you are destined to do, what you want to do, what you love to do. But if you don't stop with the stress, this will be your reaction. You're like, I got to step away. I got to. But you don't want that. Okay? That's where the Page of Swords comes in. Okay? Logical, perceptive, insightful, blunt and exciting intellectual challenge. Brilliant insights, information that you need, but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents carefully. Again, this is all about your working, okay? Your thinking, okay? All this is telling you that you are on the right path. You are using your mind, but don't overdo it because it can cause you to just say, I'm walking away. Now, yes, this is a weekly reading. I'm telling you, Aries. But this is saying, okay, where you're at right now, you don't want to veer off your course, okay? Because that's what you call burnout. Now you have the Eight of Wands. Too much going on, stress. Here we go again. Caused by many positive opportunities. Now you, like I said, you had the positive opportunities. Okay, Aries. But like I said, if everything is coming in too much too fast and you're not spacing out, you're not balancing, you want to walk away. We don't want you to do that. Okay, the ability to multitask, business travel. Okay, you, like I said, balance, balance, balance. Then we have the Six of Cups, children or childhood, revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child, the return of people or romances from your past, romanticizing how things used to be. Okay, when you, Aries, can look back and sometimes you're like, wow, I look from where I came from to where I am now. You're like, okay, was it better then? Is it better now? Okay, it's better now. But sometimes, my dear Aries, for this week, and this is energy, okay? So this isn't just going to be for blam this week, okay? This is saying sometimes, like when I said rest, think back to when things were simpler and use that childlike inner child working. Calm yourself down. When you were younger, you're carefree. Don't overdo it. Just have not like a childish mind, but a carefree mind is when it says inner child, okay? Then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful. Again, thinking back, a love of family and home, like we said, be practical about how you perceive, a love of art and beauty, and a sensible approach. That's why we were saying right here, with this whole thing that starts right here, the 10 of Wands, you need to be sensible and be practical. Be calm, cool, and collected. But at the same time, and it's like some people said, that's a lot. It's not really a lot. And it's for you, Aries, you are on such a fantastic path that nothing should veer from it. It's all about just being practical and being calm, enjoying what you're doing. Now we have the card of ego, the illusion of being trapped, which is like your Eight of Wands energy. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness, addiction, or unhealthy habits. That's like that. When it says like when you think you're being bound, you're not bound. Okay? And it's interesting because you're in the Wands energy, you're being creative, you're doing what you're doing. But sometimes, Aries, you may feel that, oh my gosh, am I making myself trapped? Am I putting myself deeper? No, you're not, Aries. Okay? You are where you should be, where you want to be, but you have to pace yourself, okay? You can't, for myself, speaking of personal experience, I have anxiety. I told y'all that. Anxiety. Sometimes when I'm sitting here doing things, my mind will say, well, if you're doing this, then why is this? And it never stops, okay? You have to literally center yourself. And sometimes it takes a while for me to center myself. But that's the point. If you don't, you drive yourself to an intense situation. That's why what I tell y'all, I don't give medical advice or anything like that, but I'm speaking from experience. You have to relax. Now let's go with the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. And let's see. Passage, Standing Stones, okay? This means that you are on the right path. You are going where you need to be. I'll put this right here. You are going where you need to be, and you are doing what you're supposed to do. You're getting the path You're on the right path. Okay? Then we have reflecting pool, stillness. Okay, Aries, here's the thing. I am sorry I cut right in the middle of your reading, but I heard knocking and I thought it was somebody like knocking, and no, it was not. So I don't know if that was confirmation for y'all that where I'm saying is true, but it scared me. And this here say, no, I didn't make any noise. I'm like, okay. So yeah, what I'm saying to you is confirmation. Okay, you are on the right path. But when it says this stillness, it's saying to enjoy the path that you are going, but be calm and still at the same time. And then we have miracles. Okay, miracles. Put you right here. Miracles. When you are in this one energy and you're building and you're growing, okay, a lot of things can be open for you, Aries. But you have to, it's like you're enjoying the fruits. You are doing the fruits. You are doing everything you're supposed to. You're building and you're creating, but you don't want that burnout. Okay? You don't want to. You don't want to be sick and not feel well and not be able to enjoy what you have created, Aries. Okay? I'm going to get 2 more for you. Uh-oh. Thank you. Okay. We have success. There you go. The success, the pinnacles, your wands, your building, your outlook. Prosperity. So I'm saying it is reiterating everything for you, Aries, for this week. And like I said, not just this week, but beyond. It's just like that mid-confirmation for you, but for the week, okay? Aries. Now, we're going to come to the end of your reading. Like I said, this is just your weekly reading. We're going to get a couple of angel answer cards and see what they have for you. Now, like I always say with the angel answer cards, the answers might not pertain to your questions. If they do, fantastic. If not, then, the answers weren't for you. But the weekly reading is for you, my dear Aries. And if this isn't your main sign and it's your other placements as well. All right, we have there's something better. Okay. I feel, let me get the rest of these answers. No and abundance. All right. Aries, abundance. Like I said, success, prosperity, everything that we have gone over for your reading. There's something better. I feel for you, Aries, when it is saying there's something better. There is something better in regards to enjoy the work that you are doing. And don't burn yourself out. Because there's something better is even better than what you're doing now. But they want you to enjoy. Okay? Just don't overthink it. Don't what's the best way? When you have a plant and you put too much water, don't over harvest it or, drown it in water. And then when it says no, because if it's telling you no, don't overwork yourself, but enjoy the fruits of your labor. So no, they don't want you that you got to sit and stress and worry. I had this card right here. You don't have to worry. You are on the path of where you need to go, Aries. They just want you to relax, okay? Enjoy. Be happy at what you're seeing so that when you are in that Two of Wands energy, you can look out and be like, I'm doing this. I'm happy with what I have. I'm doing what I wanted to do. And you're not trapped. Because when you feel trapped, that's your ego. That's your brain. That's your anxiety telling you all these things that are not true. All right, my dear Aries, for the week of May 12th through May 18th, it is telling you, do not worry. Do not panic. You are on the right path. All right? Okay, now it is time to go. But before I go, I'd like to say that all my readings are read intuitively and upright. And that I have now finally gone back to my weekly readings again. It took a while to get myself, on a personal note, back on focus, Aries. And I'm finally hoping that I'm on that path. That's why I said I know how you're feeling and I know what's going on. So you're not alone with this either. Okay, so many things going on. You're trying to do everything, be everything, want everything, but you're not alone in this battle. Okay, you are in a community of other people who are seeking answers to their questions, advice. Now, if you'd like to donate to my channel, all the information is below in the description box. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go. Y'all be safe, and I'll see y'all soon. Gotta go. Bye.